1.
What a chance O'Sullivan has.
Yes, and you feel that now he will focus. There is some intensity to the match now, which there wasn't at 4-0. Just on the prize money for the maximum, it's 15,000 high break prize. But if Ding were to make another maximum in either this
8.
Masters tournament or the World Championship, he would get a bonus of 147,000.
9.
That's a new prize that's been instituted this year. So at the Crucible, if he pots a couple of red blacks, that one might be on his mind.
Yes, his fellow Chinese player Zhu Si made one in the UK, so he's in the same position. But of the two, you feel that Ding would be the more likely to double up at some point. Anyway,
17.
the 147 was wonderful, but this match is balling up quite beautifully. And that's a fantastic shot. Almost that sixth sense of cue ball off the bunch. He knew exactly what he was trying to do.
$25.
He didn't like it, did he? The angle on the black he was not pleased with.
32.
We can see why now, because he's not on a red quite in the way he would like. He didn't want to be on this red to right middle. That's all he's got now. But he's recovered well enough.
$38. $39.
We had to put a lot of pace into that, and the cue ball jumped up in the air quite a lot, and it lost a little bit of its sort of pace, really, around the angles. But now all of a sudden the plant has appeared. I don't think really knew a lot about, because he only came round and had a quick glance at it for the first. Well, his cage has been rattled a little bit as responding.
I mean, and usually he was sort of upstaged us with the maximum, but ultimately it's about winning the match.
55.
And if he can take this frame out, as seems likely, he'll be one away from doing exactly that. Yeah, came past the red, so 52 in front.
60.
A couple more reds needed for 5-3.
61.
Ding was in, wasn't he? Had the chance, missed the red to left corner.
Once again, just having a pause to get the best way of getting from black to red. And again, he kept all his options open by playing across that
68.
line. It would have been miraculous not to be on something. So
69.
he has responded. He gave himself a good chance. The opening red that he knocked in the plant, he got on the black perfectly, and I suppose all great champions respond
76.
to something that's been thrown at them, like we saw with Ding, and Sullivan is doing that.
77.
He's turned into a pretty spellbinding game of snooker now.
Yeah, I mean, I thought yesterday was enjoyable, but the Masters has come to life for sure with these two. You saw as well the crowd on their feet for that 147. They saw something very special.
85.
And now they're seeing this man doing what he does best as well. Responding here when the question was asked. Of course, he made a century in frame 4.
92. 93.
This black has made another one. Ding had the chance early on in the frame, but Ronnie O'Sullivan has pounced with a second century.
100.
And he's still going.
101.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the answer to this, but I wonder how many times after 147 the person who sat it out has made a century in the very next frame. There is obviously someone that might be able to find that out for us, but it takes some doing, doesn't it, you know, to sit out all of that and then come back with one of 100 break of your own, especially in a match of this importance.
109.
Well, Monday afternoons in January are supposed to be sort of cold, drab affairs, aren't they? What about this here, the spectacle these two put on this afternoon?
116. 121.
We saw Sullivan congratulate, genuine warmth from him, congratulate Ding, but now it's all business again. He's taken full advantage of this chance.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 127.
It's going to leave the black where it is. 127 from the rocket. So Ding made the maximum, but O'Sullivan's made his move to the line. He leads 5-3. Well, everyone just catching their breath after another brilliant frame of snooker. 127. O'Sullivan didn't even bother with the black. Main thing is he nailed the frame, and he's one away now from the quarterfinals of the Masters once again. It would be a 25th time, so Ding needs to win the last 3.
Thank you, frame 9. Ding Junhui to break.
I can answer your question, Neil, actually, that when Kirk Stevens made his maximum in 84, Jimmy made a century in the next frame, and when Ding made his in 2007, Anthony Hamilton made one in the next frame then as well.
Wow, no, that's good knowledge on your part and a great effort from the people that did it.
Keep
I
quiet
wonder
now,
if
please.
it's happened a few other times as well, but it would be rare, wouldn't it? Oh, that is a stunning long pot, that really is. That's as good as he's hit all day.
Yeah, he's managed to raise his own level, actually. He was playing at a good level earlier, but now feels he's had to go up one, and he has. Here it is again from the overhead. You could see the red was quite some distance away from the pocket.
4. 9. 10.
'Well, I think on balance, you take away what's happened in the last 45 minutes, which has been some pretty mesmerising moments, including the initial miss and then what Ding has thrown at O'Sullivan. I'd like to think that Ronnie's played well today. I wasn't sure from the first 2 frames whether he was, but he's played pretty well, and it's been a A terrific afternoon of snooker, and it might not be over yet, but this chance on the back, I wonder how deep he might take this opportunity into winning the match. The next shot from black to reds could be a big one.
26.
Might play on the loose one, or he might try and count on the right hand red. I think he's going hard into the bunch anyway. So playing on that loose one, has he gone too far?
33.
It's fairly tight, that.
34.
Just led to him falling a bit out of position here when we know how well he does control the cue ball. This is not great for getting to a red. Those bold colours are always in the way. So back on the long cueing shots here. A real test of this cue action.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 39.
For once, he didn't hit it so well, that one. If there's any consolation about missing what that's a fairly surprising one, he appears to have got out. Maybe into half a pocket this red. It's tough though. That's a marvellous shot. That is a marvellous shot because he didn't have a full pocket to aim at. I actually think that's as good as we've seen for a long time, that last shot. It's only half a pocket.
8.
Well, he's such a star, Ronnie O'Sullivan, that even when his opponent does something amazing, somehow the spotlight still shifts back onto him. Of course, that's through his great play. So this is his chance then to get over the line. He's already got a good lead in this frame.
16.
Memorable afternoon for Ding, but looks like he won't be playing any further part in the Masters unless there's a late twist.
17.
Crowd already sort of celebrating. He's not quite there yet. But another red and a black
20.
should see him home.
25.
And by reaching the quarterfinals, he will be guaranteed to have earned now over $2 million from the Masters alone. Not only that, though, he's playing the sort of snooker that suggests an 8th title could well happen at the weekend. He responded well. Ding hit back in grand style. We'll all remember the maximum. He was 4-0 down, of course. That came in frame 7. He's had chances early on in
33.
the next 2 as well, but O'Sullivan is going to get the job done now to complete a thoroughly entertaining afternoon.
$39. 40. $47.
Yeah, it was a slightly slow burning match, wasn't it? Just the early exchanges, all the expectation. Ding did not play well in the first 2 or 3 frames. Ronnie was just picking up the pieces a little bit, and then it's
50.
gone up quite a few notches since then.
53.
Well, he did it in York. He got to 8 UK titles. Ronnie O'Sullivan, of course,
60.
beat Ding in that final.
61.
Essex!
66.
Really, again, dashed for the line, as he did in that final
68.
from 7 each. His average shot time in the match, only 15 seconds.
Yeah, and that's the remarkable thing, isn't it? You know, Ronnie O'Sullivan, his age now, 48 years of age, it's amazing that he can still play with that sort of speed. A lot of it is to do with his positional skill, but a lot of it is because he's a quick thinker. It's a pretty lethal combination.
Neil Robertson or Barry Hawkins next. As ever, he finishes off in style. What an afternoon of snooker. And for the 25th time, Ronnie O'Sullivan reaches the quarterfinals of the Masters. We'll all remember Ding's